So, yeah, let's get into some analogies of war. I know you have a lot of them, but let's start with the what ifs of life. I know we kind of go through life in general, always having these what ifs, but we can't really change the past. So how did you kind of deal with that, both from the Vietnam War, the what if with the corpsmen, but also into your future endeavors in life as a member of the community, family man, etc.?
I think it ties in with survivor's guilt. I think there's the what ifs, and what ifs in life. It doesn't matter if you're a veteran or not. I mean, we all suffer from the what ifs. I think survivor's guilt. A lot of guys come back, which actually eats you alive. The PTSD is bad. PTSD really feeds off of survivor's guilt and what ifs. I know that for a fact. And I think the only way to combat that is live in the moment. Live now. Live right now. Because you go feeding on the... I think my biggest thing with PTSD, which I definitely have, was intrusive thoughts and revengeful. If this guy did this to me, man, I would set this up, and pretty soon you're killing, because you get used to, you come back and you're if you fill out a job application, it's, what are you good at? Killing people and breaking things and training others how to kill.
Yeah.
That was it. So you go back to that in civilian life, and hey, just take the guy out. It's okay.
Yeah.
So you have to get past the revengeful what ifs and survivor's guilt. Man, those guys, I shouldn't be here. Why am I here? Start feeling sorry for yourself. You can't play in that past. You can't grab a handful of the past, and I tell people, give me it. Give me some past. Grab it. Well, I can't. Then why play in it? Stop. Stay in the moment. Well, and then you go, what if the future? What if this happens? No, you can't predict the future. Well, what if I don't get? No, don't. What if? Stop. Live in the present. And I think veterans, for me, I was in combat a lot. And if you lose some of your best friends, left and right, you lose a leader, what do? You step over them, you take command, and you go. You don't have time to grieve. So, in life, as a veteran, I lose somebody, a family member, the fear of loss, and fear of losing a son, fear of losing him, so you protect yourself. You don't get too close. You don't get close to a guy there. And that can bleed over. And a lot of Vietnam veteran kids why don't Dad seems so distant. Why no, he loves you. He just has this, don't get too close, because if fear of loss, he can't take it.
I was going to say, so is this a fear-based ideology?
Fear-based. We put that aside. We don't, you lose somebody, okay, get on with life. There's a good side to that, and there's the bad side. The bad side is you don't let your emotions. And it took years. I didn't talk about it for 30 years. Went to the PTSD unit in 2002. Best thing I ever did. They validate you. They give you back the pride of being a service a veteran. They hooked me up with my 1-9. Hey man, you're the Walking Dead. That's how I found out. And I was able, it took me a while after that, but I was able, I got 7 kids. And I sat them down and I told them the truth. I started telling them the story, and the story started coming out. And a lot of guys say, well, he never talks about it. Well, here's one of the reasons veterans will talk to veterans all day. But it affects the emotions. PTSD affects. So if I start talking about it, I'll start choking up. And men don't cry because they were raised by World War II veterans and Korean vets that men don't cry. So men, if I go to tell the story and I start getting emotional, I start crying, so I quit. And the other thing is, I realize if I'm telling you a story, I think you're seeing it just like I'm seeing it. I'm thinking, I'm seeing it, I'm talking about it, I'm doing this. I'm thinking you're seeing that too. And then one day I realized they have no clue what I'm talking about. They can't see that. But in my mind, I think, so I quit telling the story because there's no way that we can relate that. You have to be there.
Yeah.
And it's one of my chapters is there's no background music in war. In the movies, Platoon, they have adagio with strings in the background.
Right.
And it makes well, in battle, there isn't such a thing.